It's time for us to go into our health club this morning. And you've heard the popular expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. As to how true that is, we'll find out in just a few moments after this video, when we're joined by our studio guest, Dr. Bright Redu, and we'll delve into whether apples or fruits or even vegetables can boost your immune system.
Garlic stimulates other immune cells which fight viral, fungal and bacterial infections, and as such is needed in a body system all the time. Fruits and vegetables. You can ensure your body and immunity run smoothly by rounding out your plate with plenty of colorful servings of fruits and veggies, plus 8 to 10 glasses of water a day at the very least. Yogurts. Probiotics, or the live active cultures found in yogurt, are healthy bacteria that keep the guts and intestinal tract free of disease-causing germs. Your optimal dose should be between 2 to 6 ounce servings a day. Barleys and oats. These grains contain beta-glucan, a type of fiber with antimicrobial and antioxidant capabilities. It actually boosts immunity, speeds wound healing, and may help antibiotics work better. Shellfish. Shellfish such as oysters, lobsters, crabs and clams help white blood cells produce cytokines protein that help clear flu viruses out of the body. Salmon, mackerel and herring are also rich in omega-3 fats which reduce inflammation. Chicken soup. The soup's salty broth keeps the mucus thin the same way cough medicines do. Added spices such as garlic and onions can increase soup's immune boosting power. Tea. People who drank 5 cups a day of black tea for 2 weeks had 10 times more virus-fighting interferon in their blood than others who drank a placebo hot drink, according to a Harvard study. Beef. Zinc in your diet is very important for the development of white blood cells, and as this is found in beef, it is advised it is consumed but in moderation. Sweet potatoes. To stay strong and healthy, your skin needs vitamin A, and enough of this is gotten from sweet potatoes. Mushrooms. For centuries, people around the world have turned to mushrooms for a healthy immune system. This is because studies have shown that mushrooms increase the production and activity of white blood cells, making them more aggressive. With these food in the body system every day of your life, you're bound to have a strong immune system.
Okay, so some of those foods might seem a little bit surprising to you in regards to how they can boost your immune system, but let's delve deeper into it. So introducing once again, we have Dr. Bright Redu, who's with us in the studio. Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Now we're talking about boosting the immune system. So first off, let's focus on that. What is our immune system?
Well, the immune system is the body's defense against infection and disease. It's like the country's armed forces.
Okay.
That's what it is. So when you have a strong immune system, it basically keeps you healthy. It fights infections, fights diseases. But sometimes the immune system can turn against you, and then you can get autoimmune conditions.
Okay.
So genuinely, you want to have a healthy, well-regulated immune system, which is not too hyper or weak.
All right.
Yeah.
And us as human beings, I mean, what role can we play in order to keep this immune system as healthy or as strong as possible?
Well, a healthy lifestyle, eating good food, being well balanced diet, exercising, and avoiding alcohol, smoking, and high levels of stressful activities. All these things boost the immune system. Okay. But diet is key. Diet is key.
All right. Now, the first thing you mentioned was eating good food.
Yeah.
Now, your perception of what good food may be is not what somebody else's.
Yeah.
Somebody will say, Charlie, I'm going to eat good food. That means that they're going to heap their plate with enormous amounts of whether it is healthy food or not, but the sheer amount that they may eat may be detrimental to their health. So let's get into the good food. What are some of the good foods that we could eat to boost our immune system?
Well, first of all, there's something that I want to roll out here. We have caloric restriction in itself prolongs human life, because the more food you eat, the more energy you burn, the faster you wear off.
Okay.
You got tiny engines in your cells called the mitochondria that burn carbohydrates or sugar to produce energy.
Okay.
Like the engine that burns petrol to produce energy.
Okay.
So the faster you burn, the more you burn, the faster you go off. Like a car that has done lots of mileage.
Okay.
So in as much as we have to eat, we have to regulate, and then we have something called the free radicals. They damage tissues, and so we need to do a lot of antioxidants, in our food to mop up these free radicals. So most of the things that we mentioned in the video contain high levels of antioxidants.
Okay.
And that's how you can boost the immune system. Aside getting these vitamins, these essential elements like zinc, magnesium, selenium, all these things come together.
Okay.
So it's not so much about the quantity or but it's about the nutrient content, the vitamins, the minerals, the essential elements that you need.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go through some of the things that we showed on the video. Some of the food items there. Now, first one that popped up was garlic. What are the properties within garlic that boost the immune system?
Yeah, garlic has known to have a lot of medicinal properties. Essentially, garlic has got antioxidant properties, and antioxidant is key in all the foods that we mentioned. Antioxidant plays a huge role. Antioxidants mop up these free radicals, and free radicals damage cells, damage the DNA. DNA damage leads to cancer, damage things inside the cell, damage the cell membrane. The more you damage your cells, the more you have to repair, and the faster you wear out.
Okay, so now these free radicals, do they just appear, or they're already in our bodies swimming around?
As long as you breathe in oxygen and you burn sugar, your engines are working. They're producing toxic substances, like the engine in the car that produce
the exhaust fumes.
Yeah, these radicals are there. And then UV light exposure, air pollution, radiation, medications, all these things produce radicals. So everybody's producing free radicals. When you exercise, you produce free radicals. So garlic has got antioxidant properties, and these antioxidants prevent the process that occurs that you have cholesterol deposited in the arteries, atherosclerosis.
Okay.
You oxidize cholesterol, and these have the ability to prevent cholesterol from being oxidized. They also have things that boost the immune system. They produce certain substances that boost the immune system and help us in general.
Okay.
It's found to have antimicrobial activity, help antibiotics perform. But the evidence that we have as purely scientific evidence shows that garlic has got antioxidants.
Okay.
And that help in so many things.
All right. Now, one thing we seem to be battling quite a lot, it happens on a day-to-day basis. People claim they have flu, influenza. What are kind of the things that can help tackle influenza or flu?
Well, it's a viral infection that usually resolves on its own, maximum within a week's time.
Okay.
But naturally, before you get a viral infection like influenza, sometimes your immune system is down. So when the immune system is down, you get the risk of getting these infections goes up. So to boost the immune system, sometimes being vitamin deficient. So vitamins, all the vitamins, especially C.
So
and then
you'd get that from
good
like
diet,
oranges, pineapples.
Adequate hydration. And I saw the bit about the chicken soup. Really, there's not been any study that has been done on the chicken soup, but it's said that the spices, the garlic, and all these things,
so
even the steam, kind of relieves the unpleasant sensation.
Okay.
And then the one article I saw said cysteine is released from the chicken in the soup, and we know cysteine goes a long way to produce one master antioxidant in the body. But I know it's quite fragile and it cannot do that. But one article said that cysteine released from the chicken in the soup help this way.
Hopefully some more studies will be done on that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's touch on a few more things before we wrap up. Now, meat, beef. Now, this is a bit of a bone of contention because it is all to do with moderation, isn't it? It is essential. I mean, certain proteins within meat. However, too much meat is bad for the body. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can do without meat.
You can do without.
You can do without beef. When I saw beef, I was a bit alarmed. There's red meat,
right?
And even though it contains, proteins and all these things, it has a lot of fats and other things that you don't want as well. It contains deoxins and other substances. If you are off red meat, you are better than on it. And if you look at the advantages that it gives you, the disadvantages are way more. You can get protein from eating other things. Vegetarians are thriving without eating meat. So red beef I will not vote for beef.
A lot of Ghanaians are going to be disagreeing with you on that one.
I think
because you've just taken away half of the food that's in there for football.
You can do chicken. That's white meat.
Okay.
You can do fish.
Right.
Yeah, so you still get your proteins.
Okay.
It has zinc, yes, zinc, but you can take zinc as a supplement.
Okay.
You don't need to take the zinc in red meat.
All right.
Because red meat increase your risk of getting
heart disease.
Yeah, heart disease and all these things, cancers and all that. Yeah.
All right. Sweet potatoes.
Well, it contains high levels of zinc, magnesium. It contains beta carotenes, sample vitamin A. That's good for all epithelial surfaces, the skin, the retina, and all these things. It also has a lot of it's carbohydrate but no fat.
Okay.
But it also you need to do it in moderation because it has quite a high glycemic index. Sweet potatoes kind of load the blood with sugar.
Okay.
When you take too much of it. So people who are like diabetics will have to watch the amount of potatoes they eat. Yeah.
All right. So it's like everything in moderation as
well.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And just to finalize things, now one thing that was said in there, shellfish. Now I know people have certain allergies, so before even looking at this, they have to notify themselves as to what they should and shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Shellfish, a lot of people are allergic to it. So is it still one of the healthy things to eat?
Yeah, it is. It's really seafood is like the best, and in some places it's expensive, more expensive than any other protein source. Shellfish contains low levels of fat. It also contains omega-3 fatty acid. The brain is about 50 to 60% fat, and these fatty acids are the ones needed to make the brain the covering of the brain cells. So it's key, and it goes a long way. It has got immune boosting effect, anti-inflammatory effect, and other things. Also contains high levels of calcium and essential minerals that we need in the body.
Okay.
Yeah, so crab, oysters, lobsters, all these ones, are good.
All right. So some people will be happy then because you might have taken away their meat, but you've given them more crabs. Well done, Doc. All right. So at this point, I want to say thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
These are a few of the foods that could boost your immune system. So if you do manage to get them into your daily intake, please ensure to do so.